You think getting a woman is the hard part? How amusing. It's like the saying goes, anyone can become rich. It's about who actually retains the money, who is then wealthy. Brothers, if you've listened to everything I've told you before, chances are you know all too well how to get a woman invested in you. You found yourself in a relationship with the girl of your dreams. You're sitting back, relaxing, taking life on easy mode. But let me remind you, whenever you're getting too comfortable, know that it's only the calm before the storm. You must always keep yourself on your toes. Otherwise, like millions of other men, you'll be caught off guard, pants down, fear on your face. You don't want to be in that situation, do you? That's why I'm here to tell you about a brutal reality you face even after getting into a nice, loving relationship. The new car scent goes away after a few weeks, and if you're not cautious, they're on out. Get ready to have it all blow back on your face, leaving you worse than you were before. With no motivation to live and a completely obliterated drive, I want to protect you from that horrific ending. And that's why today, I'm going to expose the game plan, setup, whatever you want to call it, that women use to destroy men who commit to them. You heard that right. Did you really expect to get unconditional love from a woman who's been with many men before you? That's what I thought. Relationships are nothing more than glorified business transactions, or at least you should think of them as such. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, the most important thing to be aware of in a relationship are the signs which are going to start popping up. You might even be 4 or 5 years into the relationship, but trust me, it'll still not be safe to lower your guard. The very first sign you'll notice is that she'll start attacking your confidence to lower your own perception of your dating market value. That's her very first line of attack, and it's purely mental. Over time, she'll make you doubt your own attractiveness, and she does this through many different ways. You'll first notice it with the change in her tone of voice. It's a fact that when women want to butter a man up, they beautify their voice and make it buttery smooth to lure him in. But when she's trying to plant seeds of doubt of your own worth in your mind, you'll notice how her tone will be completely bare, as if she has no interest whatsoever. She'll make you doubt your own competence at every chance she gets. You'll start hearing her say, "Can you do anything right?" for the most trivial things, like when you get her order slightly wrong. Or she'll go like, "How do you not know how to do this?" Or, "How can you seriously not know about this?" The sole reason she puts this entire play forward is to break your spirit, piece by piece, until you finally give her a reason to leave you. That's the ulterior motive, to prove to herself that you have low dating market value. And mind you, she's the one who's actually manipulating you to get to that level. For what reason, you may ask? I'll get to that in a minute. The first thing which she'll cut back from is showing you any love. Keep a lookout for that. Next is part 2 of her grand plan, and take a guess at what this could be. It'll be a cutoff of any intimacy in the relationship. I've talked a lot about this before. Women use their own body to get things out of a man. It's her literal ace card, and there's no denying it. If you have a wife or a girlfriend, you already know. She cuts back and doesn't let you get in her bed until she gets what she wants. You're left out to sleep on the couch. So we know that women use this tactic in general to manipulate men, but it only amplifies in the case we're discussing. She'll have a complete disinterest in mating with you. She'll never be in the mood, always tired, and will have every excuse in the book. Her main goal with this is to enforce one main point. She is not getting turned on by you, that you're boring and not exciting to her. Why do you think she does this? Is it because you're unattractive? Of course not. If that was the case, she wouldn't have even gotten with you in the first place. Keep that in mind. Whatever's happening right now is much more complex than simple attraction. Her reason for going celibate on you is to attack your confidence. It's to hit your swagger and make you start doubting yourself. While before you just thought she's in a bad move, she's bringing the focus from her to you now, that you're the problem in the relationship. And guess what? For most men, it proves successful. Once your confidence and your self-respect takes a hit, you lose that carnal appeal that attracted her in the first place. The carnal appeal that made you an attractive man. Now pay attention. Her main goal here is to destroy your foundation so that she can easily leave. That brings us to step number 3 of her plan. She'll bring out your insecurities and use that as a pivot to leave. The reality is, when she's been so distant from you for such a long time now, you'll get curious yourself. You'll start wondering what's up. Why doesn't she love me anymore? Why doesn't she show me any appreciation? And guess what? After battling with all these thoughts, you'll finally, quote unquote, man up and decide to talk to her about it. That's what they say, right? Communication is key. Not at this point though, brothers. When you ask her what's been going on with her, why she's acting weird, she'll throw it right back on your face now. She'll go like, "See? You're so needy and insecure. This is exactly why we don't work. It's because of these insecure questions." She was looking for the perfect moment to bounce on you, and she's managed to generate it. Next thing you know, she wraps up whatever you both had. Maybe it was for 8 months or 8 years. It doesn't matter. She's found the moment she was looking for, and she dips. Here's where it gets funny. She's going to break up with you, and the next thing you know, all your suspicions prove true. She's sleeping with that friend of yours you went on dinner with. Or maybe it's another guy at her work you were worried about, and surprisingly enough, she's instantly with him now. Whoever it is, your suspicions of her cheating come out to be correct. There's no sadness, no remorse, no harsh feelings from the previous relationship she was in. She wanted outs and she got it. Everything you got called insecure for, it proved to be true. While she moves on instantly, you're there with a shattered soul, since that's what her elaborate plot was all about. She was only thinking about how she could get out of the boring relationship she was in, but consciously or not, she's forever scarred her old man. Now, brothers, as much as it hurts me to say, I've seen this happen a lot more than often. I don't want you to fall victim to this avoidable dilemma, so here's how you deal with it. First of all, never let a woman break your spirit, lower your confidence, or make you lose your swag. You must always remain completely independent in regards to your worth. It's uncompromisable. Next, you need to make sure you're keeping your dating market value high at all times. When you notice the first 2 signs occurring, distance yourself from her for a period of time. The fact is, scarcity increases value. If she has any amount of attraction, even the slightest, to you, she'll come back. Don't stress about what if she finds someone else. If she does, then it was a lost cause to begin with, and you saved yourself a lot of time wasted in pain. But about 90% of the time, she'll come right back. When you distance yourself from her, her entire plot falls apart. She can't belittle you when you're clearly not even engaging with her. Her focus will turn from destroying your worth to gaining your attention. Keep that up long enough and she'll be right back in your arms. Thank you for watching today's video. Make sure you support the channel down below by liking and subscribing for more future content. With that said, see you in the next one. Stay blessed.